we have a problem. AOC is the diameter. AOC is the diameter. Find x, y, and z. These are angles. So how can we find these angles? Now, this is circle theorem for those who are dealing with angle properties. How do we find x? First, we start with x. How can we find x? Well, first, one thing I would want you to recognize is this OBC is a triangle. Alright? OBC is a triangle. And by virtue, remember, line OC is coming from the center. Even line OB is coming from the center. That means OB and OC, they are the same. In short, triangle OCB, or we can say OBC, is isosceles. It's an isosceles type of a triangle. Alright? That is, this side is equal to that side. They will never tell you, but if a line is coming from the circumference, going to the center, another line coming from the circumference joining at the center, those two lines are equal. That means these two angles here, this angle and that angle there, they are also equal. Even this one is the same as that one there. So there are two ways we can find x. The first one is knowing that the angle at the center, this one here, is twice the angle at the circumference. And that is, the angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So x, since this angle here is twice this angle, that means this angle here, this angle here is twice that angle. So this angle is half that angle. It's half 100 degrees, which will give us what? 50 degrees as x. This is the first method that you do that. If you recognize that this angle here, the 100, is twice the angle at the circumference. By that rule of the angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. Or, since you are saying this one because of OB and OC, they are equal. That means angle x and the other x I've drawn here, they are equal. So we can now find this small angle here. Now, this line S is a straight line, right? And we know that angles in a straight line, they add up to 180. So if we move 100 from 180, this angle here becomes what? 80. That means if we add all the angles in this triangle here, they should give us 180. That's another method we can do that. So we can say, or we can add x and 80, and say is equal to what? 180. Then we can clearly subtract 80 from 180, which will give us here 2x is equal to 100. When we subtract these two, and when we divide by 2, we end up getting x is still equal to what? 50. So it's the same. If you are able to remember this angle of saying, the angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference, well and good. Now, so now we've known that this is 50, right? Even this one here is 50. Because OB and OC, they are equal. Because they are all coming from the circumference going to the center. Then let's find y. Now, we look at y. It's the same thing as the way x and 100 was. Look at how 100 is, and look at how x is. Now look at y and this other angle, the other side, which is what? 8. It's like they're opposite. This angle and this angle, the way they were. Now this angle and this angle, they appear to be in the same position the way x and 100 were. That means y is also twice the angle at 8. So y, it will be half the angle at 80 degrees, which will be what? 40 degrees. Or, if you can't remember that one, or same thing, line OA and OB are equal. So OA is equal to what? OB. Now since OA is equal to OB, that means this and that line, they are the same. So this angle here, the Y, and this angle here, they are the same. Sinka? They are the same. Now that means Y and let me put another Y here, they are the same. So this angle and that angle are the same. Now we've got 100 here. So when we add all these angles inside here, it should give us what? 180. That is, we are saying Y plus Y plus 100 should give us what? 180. Which was saying this will be what? 2Y is equal to what is 100 minus 180 minus 100? Get 80. So that's why we are saying Y is equal to 40 degrees. If you've seen something again, since AC is a diameter, right? AOC is a diameter. A line coming from the circumference going to that point there, the way line AB and CB, they are joining at one point coming from the diameter. The angle formed here is 90. Alright? What I'm trying to say is this line CB is coming from the diameter coming here. Line AC is also line AB coming from the circumference, sorry, from the diameter to the circumference. So the angle being formed by those two lines is 90. Now already we had 50 here. That means the remaining angle, this one, is 40. And I said since OB and OA, they are all meeting at one point called the center, and they are all coming from the circumference. You see, they are equal. That means even this one is 40. That's another way. That is if you recognize that. Now 3 says Z. How do we find Z? Now angles in the same segment are equal. Angles, do you remember this property? Angles in the same segment are equal. Or you can say angles in the same circle or in the same arc, they are equal. That's an arc. So this angle and that angle, they are equal. So Z is also equal to what? 40 degrees. Yes, so there are different ways of killing a rat. So we've killed this problem, I think, in a lot of ways. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can make your life better and easier by starting online classes with me. Very much affordable.